Greetings, Edge here with another update video. What you're seeing in the background at the moment is Diablo 4. That's right, I have bought a Diablo game. Never played them before. This is the fourth one in the series. And yeah, I guess the big thing is, how am I finding it so far? I'm enjoying it. Really good fun. I'm only level 24 and I'm only been playing for a couple of hours, so I can't really speak for the whole game experience. It's kind of like a vertical slice today in terms of what I'm finding about it. But thoughts of it are, I'm enjoying it. Strife has played previous ones, so he's the one who got me into playing it and giving it a go. And what you're seeing me play at the moment on screen is a necromancer. So all about summoning the undead and making them fight for me, because I'm a lazy idiot who likes to let them... I'm joking, no one picks necromancer at this point, it's not lazy. I just enjoy having little minions swarming and killing stuff. But yeah, no, it's kind of like a dungeon crawler slash running around the world map, you know, finding adventure and just fighting demons and random undead creatures, which is kind of fun. I'm going to try and avoid spoilers for plot, because I'm as aware. One, though I know nothing of the story, I don't know who else might want to play it for the story. So I'm going to just try and give you thoughts on what I've discovered so far. I haven't really played all of it, so I'm still very early on. So as I said, it's a vertical slice. You're going to get my thoughts and what I've liked so far about it. If you want to see more of an update on what I find out later, let me know. For the, like N7 Kate, Dante, Fish from Crack On Gaming, if you want any thoughts on it, let me know. Because I think you mentioned previously that you might be tempted to give it a go. Yeah, no, it's good fun. The thing that I'm enjoying so much about it is that each of the classes you can play as, and I've only really looked at a couple of them, they all feel very different. So you're getting a different experience every time. Combat is very intuitive. It's not that bad. It's you've got your button commands for your abilities. You just pick what you learn. You pick your abilities you want to learn, and you can. It's actually very cheap to reset yourself. So one of the things that I was nervous about coming into this game was there's so many skills in the game. How do I pick? What if I make a mistake? And the cool mechanic on this is that, as you're seeing now at the moment, I'm still kind of experimenting. So if anyone who just says you're using the wrong skill, I get it completely. It's all about kind of learning what you kind of define it as. So for my character at the moment, I kind of summon loads of dudes, and then I use like dots and status effects on the ground to like weaken my enemies so that my bone dudes can go and kill them, which is kind of really fun. I know Strife, he's got like a barbarian and he's got like a werebear man, so druid. It's just crazy. Well, people might think, why did you jump in on the fourth one, or like the last three? Do you know what? I never really decided to delve into it too much. It took some coaxing by Strife, but yeah, it's just been a very good experience, especially with this year, 2023. Video games have been crazy for the releases that have been coming out. We've played obviously a few things like Wild Hearts and stuff of that nature. This is kind of like my first kind of fantasy kind of game that's breaking away from the norm a little bit. There's some good pros about it so far, so if you like co-op, this game does have co-op. It's very easy to get into. We learned that as long as you get an invite, you can literally teleport to the person, so no matter where they are in the world, you will be with them, which is kind of nice. It is cross-save, I think, and cross-play. The only problem with cross-play, as I've found out so far at the moment, if this is going to affect your purchase, is that for PS5, it's not cross-play with like Microsoft and PC users, from what I understand. If I am wrong, please leave comments below. I was trying to work it out because I've got a couple of friends who also have the game, and they play it on PC. I think it's cross-save though, so I think I'll do a bit of research. I might be able to just transfer my character to another version of the game. If that's the case, then who knows? I might play it on other console versions. So that's quite nice. In terms of leveling and respecking, very easy. to do that. You can set yourself on different tier difficulty, and depending on the difficulty, you get more EXP, more money coming from it, which is kind of nice. I started off on tier level 1, world level 1, so it's like kind of for a beginner, literally not someone who's never played a Diablo game, which was I'd recommend to anybody just so they get an idea of the controls. Now that I play with Strife, I've put it up to rank 2, so it's a bit of a challenge, but it's still kind of giving me the XP and the money and experience that I need to kind of level up a little bit. There is a transmog system which I was quite surprised at, so you can customize your look, which is quite nice, by dismantling gear that you find in the world. So you can actually tweak your appearance, which is quite nice, from the word go, which I was very surprised at because most games kind of do that later on when you've completed the game or gotten much further in. And there just appears to be so many side quests, world events, and the cool thing is enemies kind of level with you in the world. So no matter where you are, the enemies are constantly going to be at the same difficulty level as you. So you're going to be getting the right amount of EXP each time, so it doesn't feel like you've got to keep moving to new areas to keep leveling, which I found was very weird at first, but I liked it. I didn't mind it too much. Dungeons in this world are all over the place, and they're not too long, and they will give you perks and enhancements which you can use for later on. Diablo does seem to be one of those games that's very end game based, from what Strife was telling me, and I can get that sense of feeling of that at the moment, purely because the leveling is easy, but I would assume the gear and like your skill sets are going to be what's the thing that really drives it home. So I will kind of give an update on that depending how I find it overall. I actually am enjoying it. I was very worried that I would dislike this game, and that's the big one that I was worried about, because we've got so many games coming out. Is it worth getting? Because you've got to try and keep your budget for certain games. Final Fantasy 16 is coming out. Street Fighter 6 is just coming out. You've got Tekken 8 around the horizon. Mortal Kombat 1 for those fighting game enthusiasts. There's just so many games coming out at the moment. It's unreal. And I love my RPGs as well. So I would say if you're wanting to give it a go, by all means do. The only gripes that I have with it at the moment, and this one is kind of one where you kind of, I suppose, trying to be as careful or diplomatic as I can be, is so they do have a shop in game, and so for like you're using real world currency, and you can buy like outfits or glam for your classes. So they look really cool actually. However, they are quite expensive for cosmetics. Now, the age-old argument that people might say is, well, choose not to buy it, and that is completely true. You don't have to buy it, but I always get a bit nervous when it comes to microtransactions of any kind, especially when it comes to gear and glam, because it all depends on, how much options or choice there are in this game for that. So, at the moment, there's nothing there that would say it is going to be anything that would boost your character. So it's all cosmetic only, so that's quite good. But it is something just to be considerate of, is that it is expensive to buy the clams for yourself in the Blizzard shop. I don't know. I haven't worked out exactly how much it is, but it's quite a bit. Probably not on the levels of Valorant level, but it's still pretty high. So if you like your glams, try the free glam transmog system first in game before looking at buying anything. But yeah, no, story I'm going to try and avoid saying as much as I can. I would recommend it. I will put up more video of Diablo as I'm playing through. I've recorded some with Strife, just kind of showing off some more of the gameplay of co-op and so forth. So if you want to see more of it, let me know. If you want to team up, let me know. If you're anyone who does play Diablo, happy to give it a play with people. Yeah, so it's a bit of a waffle today, but I just kind of want to give an update on the game itself. N7K has mentioned as well about Final Fantasy 16's demo, so I'll be playing through that, and I'm looking forward to that game coming out. We're still doing Monster Hunter Rise, and I have a couple of fun things planned. Whether or not Strife will agree with them, I don't know. But watch this space. So yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to keep track of time at the moment, but generally got all experience. The visuals look great. Combat is fun. The transmog system to kind of change your look is quite cool. The classes feel fun. It is 18 rated, so if you're a bit allergic to like or a bit averse to blood and gore, might not be for you. But if you don't really care for that, then it's got a very good visual sense to it. And yeah, just it's crazy. The other issue as well is it is always online. So if you haven't got a good internet connection, that could cause you some problems. But yeah, I just figured give a bit of an oversight on it. If you want to see more, just let me know. But have a fantastic evening, everybody. Take care.